and this one's going to get me in trouble, but bear with me, this is coming from a good place. But this is my hot take. I have heard, especially recently, time and time again, many a time, women talk about how much they miss an alpha masculine man. And I want a man to come and do this for me and provide and take care of me, and I'm tired and I fell for the feminism and the working and I'm exhausted and I want to have kids, and that whole tune that we've been hearing. I've heard it a lot, and I sympathize and I understand a lot and I empathize. But I seldom hear them say, and this is what I will give.
Never.
Daddy, can you relax? I'm on a roll here, okay? But I hear it a lot of what they want to receive, and I get it. But what are you gonna give? You know? And then when I ask them, it's always like, oh, I'll make him a home. Baby girl, do you even know what that entails? Do you know the dedication, the work, the commitment, the sacrifice, the selflessness that it takes to give a man a home, to give yourself a home? It's a lot of hard work.
At this point, they need to start putting y'all bitches in jail. Like, no funny shit. Y'all need to be put in jail when you do paternity fraud. If you tell a man that he's the father of your child and it comes to find out he's not, bitch, jail. Jail. So my brother said I could share this. He's been taking care of this child since she was 10 years old, and he just found out like a few weeks ago that the child is not his. And when I say that DNA test needs to be mandatory, everybody looks at me like I'm fucking crazy. Y'all bitches are weird. You don't know who your baby daddy is, but yet you're sitting around telling a man that he's your fucking child's father, letting him get close to your fucking child, just for you to turn around and say that that's not their father. Y'all are that evil? What type of fucking shit is that? I'm really trying not to curse, but that really pissed me off. They need to start making it mandatory that as soon as the baby come out, they're swabbing the mouths. Stop playing. This is not a game. What the fuck? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Make them shits fucking mandatory.
I was a feminist when feminism was about equality. Feminism today is all about advantaging women at the expense of men. We have really very much feminist ideology infiltrating all our education systems, systematic programs to continue to advantage girls, and no one taking any notice of the fact that boys are falling out in huge numbers. The girls are 2 years ahead of boys on average. Every measure of boys dropping out, being disengaged from schools. This is the first time ever we've seen a generation of boys who are going to be less educated than their fathers. And no one cares, John.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
ISO boom. When men love, it is often seen as controlling. When a man loves you, he will tell you the truth, but the truth often seems controlling. Love is protection. Safety from women, safety from men, safety from yourself. Other women can harm you, other men can harm you, and you can actually harm yourself. Examples would be what to wear, who your friends are, and what to spend money on. Many times the friends that you hang out with are not good, genuine friends. What to wear is about protecting you from other men. When you spend money on dumb things, it will hurt you in the long run. Love is about growth and sacrifice. Men are made to provide, protect, and to lead. Let the man lead. It is not controlling. It is biologically how we are wired. Drop a follow for more. Drizzle, drizzle.
Have you seen my speaker?
No. Why do you need a speaker?
I need to take it.
Where?
On a girls trip.
You're not going on a girls trip?
Yes, I am. I told you this like a week ago.
No, you never told me that.
Yes, I did.
You're not going on a girls trip?
Yes, I am.
Where are you going?
To the beach.
No, you're not going on a girls trip.
Yes, I am. I told you this like a week ago.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
you're married.
I did. Okay?
You're married. You're not allowed to go anywhere without your husband.
I'm going with my friends to the beach.
And you're not allowed to go on a girls trip. What are you even packing?
My bikini.
You're going to wear your bikini?
We're going to the beach.
So you're going to wear a bikini in front of other guys without your husband there?
There's going to be like tons of people there, not just guys.
Really?
We're going to the beach. Am I supposed to wear sweats and a t-shirt?
You're not allowed to go.
Yes, I am. What do you mean I'm not allowed to go?
You're married. What part of that's not clicking through your head?
That doesn't matter. I can go out with my friend.
No, you're married now. That means you're locked down. You're not allowed to do shit without my permission.
So you're not allowed to do shit without my permission either?
No, I'm the man. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
No, the fuck you can't.
Yeah, I am.
No, the fuck you can't.
Yeah.
You're locked the fuck down. You're married. You can't go out with your friends without me or my permission.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. If I can't, you can't either.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you can't.
Keep that same energy.
All right, well, you can't. You're not going on a girls trip.
Well, yes, the fuck I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm not shit. I'm going on a fucking girls trip whether you like it or not.
Really? You can wear that bikini?
Yes, we're going to the beach.
You're gonna wear that bikini in front of other men?
Do you not understand how public works? Like.
That's basically cheating.
What? No, it's not.
Do you want a divorce? Because that's what it sounds like.
I'm going somewhere with my friends.
All right, well, if you want to go, then we're getting a divorce, bro.
Girl, I swear, it is so embarrassing when I sit at like group dinners and girls start talking and they're like, I want him to do this. I want him to be that. I want him to make this much money. Real man makes this much money. Excuse me? The marriage is scary if he doesn't call a boat with my name. What? Instead of making requests like that, look at yourself in a mirror. Like, look straight into your eyes and ask yourself a question. Do I live every single day with the dignity and the actions of a woman that gets this kind of treatment? If you cannot look into your eyes and say yes, then take a pen and a piece of paper, and instead of making requests and writing what you want to get from your men, and start writing qualities and things that you need to work in yourself to become the woman that this kind of person would want to be with. And write down.
When Alex said like, oh, I'd need a prenup, I was just, I remember I had zero emotional reaction. I watched my parents get divorced. My mom tried to take my dad for like everything. And my dad, I remember on Thanksgiving going over to his house, and it was a shitty apartment with no electricity and a blow up mattress on the floor. We ate a rotisserie chicken with candles because she had taken so much money from my dad. Watching that was like heartbreaking. Going into like having a relationship with anybody, my mentality was like, I want to be self-sufficient. I don't want to rely on somebody else because I don't want that to be why I'm getting married. I just remember we were in the car and I had signed the prenup. I was like, oh, here it is. It's like, I signed it right away. And he ripped it up and threw it out the window. And I was like, why'd you just do that? I've got to sign another. And he's like, I'm not doing this. I was like, why? He's like, because I'm marrying you because I know that you're not that person.
Things change. People change. I think he made a mistake when he tore it up and threw it through the window. Everybody should get a prenup before they actually get married.
Well, I think he did that to kind of see where her head was at, to see what she was thinking. And, you know, if you want to do that, it is what it is. I ain't going to shame him for any of that.
So Brett Farrelly, who went viral for his insane paternity fraud story recently, was just arrested and made to take down all of his videos. It's a lot, but I'll give you the quick breakdown. So Brett is a young man who ends up getting approached by an older woman named Maria who asks him to be her sperm donor. She convinces him with paperwork and everything that it's all on the up and up. He's not going to be legally responsible for this child. Despite this arrangement and them only having a one-night stand to complete this arrangement, Maria ends up finding Brett's mom and grandma and tells them that she's pregnant with Brett's child and convinces them that he should be involved with the pregnancy. His mom and grandma now want to be a part of the baby's life, so they convince Brett that he should be too. So he agrees to start paying child support. But after a little over a year, having paid now $55,000 to this woman for this baby, he ends up taking a paternity test and finds out the baby isn't even his. Not only that, but Brett finds out that Maria likely knew who the real father was this entire time, but refused to disclose it because the real father was married to another woman at the time. Oops! So Brett goes to court for paternity fraud, asking for his name to be taken off the birth certificate, child support to end, and to be paid back for all the child support he did pay. In a kind of surprising victory, the courts actually do agree to end Brett's parental and child support obligations, but they don't make Maria pay him back, and I'm pretty sure his name is still on the birth certificate. The judge also assigns a mutual restraining order for the both of them, meaning that neither of them can ever talk about this case again. Basically a gag order. But according to Brett, Maria broke this order almost immediately by contacting his family, telling them that he's a deadbeat who abandoned his child. So Brett decides that he too is going to defy the order and clear his name, and that's when he made a multi-part series detailing all the lies, how he got played, and also his own mistakes along the way to help educate other men. I actually remember one interview where Brett was asked what he would tell his younger self if he could, and he said that if he had ever heard a story even remotely similar to what he went through, he would have never been in that situation. So his story does have the ability to prevent this from happening. But obviously the courts don't want this story out there. Why? It just makes you wonder, especially when you consider that in other countries like France, it's actually illegal for men to perform paternity tests on their kids without the mother's permission because, in their words, it would destabilize the community. And honestly, this whole concept that you have to prove paternity fraud is also crazy to me because it's like, did she say the kid was his? Did the DNA test say that it isn't? Seems to me that there was pretty clear deception involved. But we do have to learn from this, and honestly, this is why a lot of guys are very hesitant to sign anything until they get that DNA test. This is also why I think it's really important for women to stop taking DNA tests so personally and making it this big relationship-ending deal. You should want to be able to offer your man that reassurance, and you should also want that reassurance yourself. After all, hospital switch-ups do happen to women too. They can shut him up, but they can't shut us all up, and men need to hear this stuff. Men deserve to know if their kid is theirs or not without being shamed for wanting to know that.
Anywhere from 5 to 30% of the general population, men are raising and paying for children that are not theirs and don't know. According to the American Association of Blood Banks, between 25 and 30% of the males who are accused of being the father, they take a paternity test and find out they did not do it.
Are you for mandatory DNA testing at birth?
I am absolutely on record as saying that if we want to prevent the problem of having men challenge paternity later down the road, then let's apply a proactive solution. Automatic DNA testing at birth would work to help two things. One, we would assure that the right parents were named on the birth certificate. Two, it would stop paternity fraud and take the profit out of paternity fraud.
But so many women's groups say this wouldn't be fair. You're acting like you don't trust the mother. Why do you think they say that?
It's a red herring. It takes away from the focus of, well, who's the one person who has all of the information about potential fathers or the paternity candidates? It is the child's mother. And currently, in most places, she has no duty to disclose that, well, wait a minute. Well, my husband's not really my child's father. My boyfriend is. Like, well, wait, lady. But you're married. You forgot that you were married? No.
A new report from a forensic lab called Smart DNA is revealing that apparently 1 in 4 Nigerian men who did paternity testing in the last year were not the biological fathers of the children being tested. So the one popular content creator is even telling parents to ask for DNA testing before leaving the hospital. Watch.
6 children after marriage of 25 years. This man is just realizing that he's not the biological father of these children. Now, this man said he has been watching my videos for over 4 months now, and he just casually decided to run DNA on all his children. Results are in, and none of them belongs to this man, not even one. He said he has never thought something like this would happen to him because he felt like he's married to the best woman in the world. He said his wife has never cheated on him, so how come all the children does not belong to him? He said even when he brought it up, the woman was feeling reluctant, so he decided to run it behind her. He said he has one child before he got married to his wife. She also has 2 children before they got married. Now he has done DNA on that one. He's the biological father. Now imagine if a marriage of 25 years with 6 children and DNA was conducted, not even one of the child belongs to that man. Imagine what marriage of this generation would be. I will keep saying it. You need to choose DNA over naming ceremony.
He said his wife has never cheated on him. That he married the best man in the world. For 6 children, 6. No one belonged to him. See, a woman will easily use love and emotion to manipulate you. As a man, throw away love for corner. Use your head to think.
Why do men have to initiate everything? Why is the thing for dating these days, if a man isn't doing everything, he's not interested in you? A lot of women say that you're not supposed to show your emotions or show that you like a man until he shows it first. Some people say a relationship or dating a man will only work if he's head over heels in love with you first, and then you show him love. Some people say you need to be a mean girl in order for a man to like you. Be mean to him, and then you'll get him, sis. Like, be mean. Like, men like to chase mean girls. Like, men love when you don't like them. So if you love a man, don't say it. Don't show it. Don't act like you love him. Don't show him that you love him. Don't check up on him. Don't text good morning first. Don't do any of that. You just need to be really mean and be stuck up, and then the man will love you, and then the man will fall for you. And then if you are the type of female that shows that affection and that love and that reciprocated energy, you're somehow dumb. And you're a pick-me for doing that. And oh, that's the reason why he did you wrong. Are y'all okay? Like, are y'all okay? If I like somebody, I'm gonna show them that I like them. I'm not gonna move heaven and earth for that person when I just met them, but dang. And we're talking for like 2 months, and I see he having a rough day, I'm gonna buy him lunch. If I'm out at the store and I see something that I think my man would like, I'm gonna buy it for him and give it to him just because. Like, y'all are keeping score. Like, everything is, oh, give and take, or take, or, oh, if he don't do this, don't do that. Make sure he's paying for everything. He needs to be paying for your nails, your toes, your hair. He needs to be doing everything for you. And all you have to do is be a mean girl and everything's going to be okay. Like, just be mean to him, girl. That's how you get him. Seriously, are y'all okay? Everything is about keeping score. Everyone's afraid to show affection. Everyone's afraid to be open with their feelings. Everyone's afraid to reciprocate energy. And then you wonder why nothing is working out. No one's getting married. There's so many broken homes. People are getting cheated on. People are doing all this crazy stuff. When all you have to do is be yourself, bro. Like, be yourself. How are you going to find the right one if you're not being yourself? If you think that she looks pretty or he looks handsome, tell them. If you woke up that morning and you want to text him good morning, even though he didn't text you back last night, just say good morning. Hope you slept well. Like, why does everything have to be about, oh, if you do this, then you're chasing? Isn't the idea to, like, be in love and, like, get there one day? Like, why is everything, I don't know, like, this is weird and I hate it here.
I don't know if I trust myself anymore.
Yeah.
And before, I don't think I questioned my picking.
Mm-hmm. What does not trusting yourself mean?
My track record hasn't been great.
Yeah.
But in a pretty volatile, traumatic way. Not violent like that, but just it's so... It's really crashed and burned that I'm like, okay, what did I not see? There was a lot of red flags in hindsight, but at the time I was like, oh, everything looks green to me. Let's go.
I think that's pretty common. Like, people who stop trusting their guts, who are like, those red flags were waving in my face and I didn't notice them, then they pull themselves back because they're like, I can't trust my instincts. But I think there's another way to look at it, or reframe, which is, I'm going to get myself more dating experience so that I get better at it. And I think dating really is a skill and that you can get better at it over time. But the only way to get better at dating is by dating.
And this is why a lot of dudes have a problem or be talking about the Russell Wilson and Sierra situation, because now she's talking about, after 2 or 3 kids, how she didn't see the red flags. And she's saying now, yeah, they're clear.
I lost my ass when I lost weight. Ma'am, you didn't have any ass to begin with. Baby, you didn't have no ass, okay? What you had was a whole lot of body fat surrounding your actual ass cheeks. I'm gonna break it down to you, ladies. It's all state you in good hands. You know I'm a male coach who trains women, and I hear this shit too much. It gets on my nerves. You didn't have the ass that you thought you had. See, there's muscle, okay? And then you got fat surrounding the muscle. You didn't have any muscle underneath all of that fat that was in your ass cheeks, okay? So what happened when you lost the weight, baby girl, is you got to see the actual ass that you thought you had that was back there, which was hardly nothing. You know why? Because you don't weight train. You don't do any resistance training. So therefore, you didn't have the ass that you thought that you had. So when you lost weight, you saw the final form of your true ass, ma'am. You understand me? I'm not trying to be rude. I didn't make the rules. This is how this shit goes, okay? So instead, when you are losing weight, you need to be lifting weights. This is why we tell y'all to lift weights. Do your ass building exercises. So therefore, when you do lose all of that body fat, because what y'all be thinking is, she got a fat ass. A fat ass is muscle, okay? And yes, muscle still jiggles. So don't because the next thing y'all say is, oh, I don't want no muscle butt. I don't want no muscle butt. What the fuck is that? What is that? You think you're gonna have an ass like fucking Thor or some shit? Like it's gonna be metal? Like you're gonna be able to knock on that muscle? No. Muscle still moves and jiggles, okay? So build muscle in your ass, so therefore when you lose body fat, because when you lose body fat, you lose it everywhere, not just in one area. So when you lose all that body fat that's giving you the illusion of thinking you got a lot of ass back there, you know what I'm saying? You will have some actual ass left over when you lose weight next time, baby. And make sure you lose the weight slowly. That's another thing that's fucking you up. You lost it too damn quick. You was trying to rush the process. So you even burned away at the little bit of motherfucking muscle of an ass that you might have had back there. You burnt that shit away too, because you wanted to lose it so quick. So yes, ma'am, I don't know who needed to hear this, but you didn't have no ass to begin with. You had a lot of fat back there. It wasn't no ass. I love y'all.
Mandatory vasectomies for baby boys.
Well, this lady certainly looks like the happy type.
Yeah, I said it.
Indeed you did. Indeed you did.
And if that made you flinch, good. You won't want to miss part 2 either. Trust me.
I think I'm going to trust my instincts. I don't think part 2 is well worth the watch. I've seen this video. It's not a good watch.
You want to solve half of society's problems? Start there.
The very moment someone suggests to me that the bodily mutilation of babies is a problem solved for anything, I stop listening. Instantly. What happened to my body, my choice, until you're a baby male? And it's not even just that, it's the lack of understanding what a vasectomy actually entails. In terms of adult males who have a vasectomy, they're not always reversible. And the longer time goes, the less likely they are to be reversible. So what you're going to plan is to make a whole generation of men infertile. Good work. No offence, I'm not going to listen to part 2 or take advice from someone who has deep-rooted anger issues whose logical thought goes to, let's affect babies and children for the rest of their lives. That's a solution. No, it's borderline lunatic. Leave kids and babies alone. I mean, you know, you're acting as bad as the people you're angry with. Doing stuff to other people without their permission. I mean, don't you see? It just baffles me.
Men really do love bitches. It's true. I've studied this for years.
No, and not even close. I'm Max Butterfield, Dr. Max Butterfield. I actually study this kind of thing for a living. 3 science-backed facts you should know about what men want. Number 1, they want someone who's physically attractive. That, I mean, call them shallow if you want, but that is just how it is. They would like someone who looks good. Number 2, men want someone who's kind and warm. That doesn't seem so shallow. That seems pretty nice, actually. And then finally, number 3, they want someone who's emotionally stable. Again, that doesn't seem super shallow. They want somebody who's attractive, who's warm, who's nice to them, and somebody who's stable. This is not my opinion. This is what men themselves report. That's what the science shows. If you want to know more about the science, follow me for daily science-backed reels, or click on the link in my bio for free guides. No influencer noise. There's too much. I've had enough, and I hope you have too.
How do I feel about women who says, I need a man that can handle me? And I've always taught this. Listen, the last thing a man wants to do is come home and have to handle you. That's the last thing that he wants to do. After he's been beat up by the world, beat up at the office, stressed out, the weight of the world on his shoulders, the last thing he wants to do is to come home to a woman that he has to handle. If you're single, listen to me. If you want a man and you want a good marriage, you want to be a helpmate. You want your man to come home and be encouraged by you, loved by you, inspired by you, built up by you. You know, I just preached 4 services. We're in a 2-hour car ride back home. We went to see a facility and doing all kinds of work. The last thing that I want is to go home to a woman that I got to handle. And I got a strong woman. I got a boss lady woman. But my woman has already texted me and said, sweetheart, when you're coming home, I'm gonna have a plate for you when you get home. She already knows that I have a weight as a covering and as a high priest of the home. I have a weight that she doesn't have to carry. It does not mean that I'm better than her. It just means that in my office as a husband, I have a leadership weight. Just like the president of the United States have a weight that you won't have to carry. The lead pastor of a church has a weight that the staff and the people never have to carry. As a husband, we have a weight that our wives don't have to carry. And it's not that we're better, but it's a weight that should be acknowledged and then supported, blessed, prayed for, encouraged. So my word for you single ladies is that you don't want to say, well, I just need a man that can handle me. That's the last thing that a man wants to do.
No, say what you just said.
I'm just saying, as soon as y'all realize the fact that when you get off of work, you don't get to lay down. You don't get to lay down. You don't get to relax. You don't get to go to sleep. Get it out your head. There's still stuff to do. We got laundry. We got trash. We got bottles. We got dishes. We got quality time. We have things to do. Now, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock roll around. All right, cool. Go to bed. That's what bed is for. But at 5 o'clock, when you're getting off, you don't get to go to sleep. You don't. As soon as that clicks, it gets together. You'll figure it out.
You about to go viral for this one.
It's a real thing. Because when I get off work, I'm still working.
When did you become in control of my bedtime? Wow! Let me zoom. Oh, I wish I could zoom in. Don't tap my phone with it.
And then point 1. Uno, dos.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
I feel like she's absolutely right, especially because she's working too. Both of y'all got a job. She's coming home doing everything. You coming home chilling. That don't even sound right. Teamwork make the dream work. If you see a need, go ahead and fill that need and help your partner out, because you don't want her to be too tired, because it's going to further affect you, because she might be too tired to go ahead and lay down with you. She might be too tired to cook that food that you want. So you want to make sure you're taking care of her so that she can take care of you, and vice versa. Some seasons you might be doing way more. Some seasons she might be doing way more. But that's what teamwork is. As long as we get in that W, we good. Teamwork make the dream work. What's y'all thoughts?
So there's people saying that he's right. And I think we need to slow down just a little bit. If he gets off work, he's been working while I've been working too, right? But he actually does have a point. You don't control my schedule, right? So if I get off work, I know what my schedule is, all right? Now we interact with each other, but you don't have the right to continue to tell me what to do over and over again. Like, you're not my mom. In the same way, you don't want me to be. Now, let me say something. If you were in there in the kitchen cooking or doing something like that, or you might have been watching your show, you're telling him he has the right and the authority to say, what are you watching TV for? We have work to do. Is that what you're saying? Because he could come home from work, lay down and take a nap with the kids, get up, start doing whatever. No, you go to bed at 10 o'clock. Yeah, but I can also take a nap and get up and continue doing whatever I was doing. That's an option too. As long as I'm taking care of my responsibilities, the baby is over there in the crib. He's got another baby right there beside him. As long as I have my responsibility, okay, we're gonna lay down here. We're going to take a 30-minute to an hour nap, and we're going to get up, do whatever we need to do, and go on about our day. That's valid too. It doesn't have to be in the way that you say he needs to do it. He doesn't have to go to, this man might get up, you go to bed at 10. This man might be going to bed at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, making sure that everything around the house is finished. So as much as people continue to say, she's got a point, we have to slow down a little bit and say, wait a minute, that's not totally and all the way right. She doesn't necessarily have full control over his schedule. She can influence it, and since she's his wife, they're married, then she can greatly influence his schedule. But if he's taking care of his responsibilities and the things are getting done, then no, you don't tell the man he needs to be going to bed at 10 o'clock at night.
Just watching, they might see a woman be like, oh, now she fine now. She talk like that? She cook? She clean? And she got y'all, I made a joke about this the other day. Men like saying they got a woman with degrees. If you ever talk to a guy, and I'm sorry, I'm going off book, but if you ever talk to a guy who, like, let's say he's a well-to-do guy and he's dating a woman, like a guy that, any guy, but really guys that, they do well for themselves. I promise you, it is a common thing. They be like, nah, see, I don't just date. Nah, I ain't just wife up nobody. Like, she got a degree. Like, it is a constant. If they can throw the degree thing out, it's coming.
Well, it becomes one of the many good things about her. And men love to brag on their women, as long as they're not out here with their behind out.
Puppy, you want to play with me, puppy? You want to play with me, puppy? No, what, puppy? What, puppy? What?
All right, everybody. I'm trying to get wifey's reaction. I got her some beautiful flowers, but this is the catch. She's gonna get the dead flowers. Hey. Yeah? Got a surprise for you.
You got any surprise for me, babe?
Yeah, babe. But you gotta close your eyes, babe.
What tell me I gotta close my eyes?
Okay, baby, you ready?
Why you have a camera?
I want to see your face when you light up and see surprise. That's all. Ready? Smell it, babe. Smell it, babe. Smell it, babe.
Puppy, you want to play with me, puppy? You want to play with me, puppy? No, what, puppy? What, puppy? What? What?
Now you know you've been waiting all day to do that. You'd have found a way to do that, regardless if he'd have bought the flowers to you.
Okay, I'm gonna cook here. Ready? Just listen. Just listen. Maturity for a man is when he realizes that he should be the one pursuing a woman. Okay? Now, this is gonna get some of you guys like, oh my gosh. Maturity for a woman is when she realizes that forcing a man to chase her is not the idea, but rather a man should be pursuing her. Because maturity for a woman, if she allows a man to pursue her while she's staying still, that's mature. Now, when a woman is standing there and a man is trying to pursue her and she starts running, that's a man chasing her. There's a huge difference, because a man is going to give up on pursuing a woman when she starts running from him and she wants him to chase her. How is that mature? It's not. A woman has to stay in one position and allow that man to pursue her.
Can you help me with dishes? It's like I'm the only one that do dishes around here or something. Like, can you?
Hell nah.
Hey, babe, you think you can wash the dishes while I get started on dinner if you don't mind?
Oh yeah, it's cool. Gotcha. Y'all might think me weird for this, and that's fine. But as a married man with married friends, there is never a reason why I need to be communicating one-on-one, or even by myself one-on-one with your wife. And there's no reason for you to be doing that with mine. Now, of course, there are situations and circumstances. If we're trying to plan a birthday party for this dude, of course I'm going to communicate with his wife. But just to have a respect, a general rule of thumb is like, if I need to speak to your wife, if I needed to for whatever reason, I'm going through you, dog. And vice versa. If ever there was a point where my wife said, hey, so-and-so reached out to me directly, and it wasn't like something that was for me and see like a surprise. And also, we have wives to do that. If something has to be communicated to your wife, I'm gonna say, hey babe, can you let so-and-so know so-and-so? Why am I texting your wife? Why am I calling your wife? And y'all might say and say, oh, you're being archaic, this is this is that. No, just like, listen, I keeps it cool. I keeps it clear cut. Y'all know I talk about boundaries. I keep it clear cut.
If a man ever brags that they do not chase women, oh, she's falling down. If they brag that they do not chase women, if they brag that they're not going to go out of their way for a woman, you like men. You want to be a princess. You want a man to chase you.
It is a flex to not be chasing women, because the flex is that you're so busy getting your life in order that you don't have time to chase some girl making some doofus TikTok videos, right? And that you will only pursue a woman when it is a woman that's virtuous, that's of high value, and you probably won't have to pursue her very hard because she will recognize that you are a man of honor as well, and she will be drawn to you like a magnet.
You're going to want to listen to this.
Because I don't like honesty. I like transparency. Let me explain the difference. Honesty is I ask you, hey babe, who were you at dinner with?
Yeah.
And you tell me the truth. That means you're being honest.
Yeah.
Transparency is, hey baby, I got dinner at 7 with James, Nathan, and his assistant, Sarah's gonna be there.
And that's,
that's transparency. So now guess what? You were forthcoming.
Yep.
You told me what it was.
Yep.
And so now I trust it. Now I'm not calling unless I really want to text to say I love you. I would do something like that, or miss you, or hope dinner's going good. But now you've set it out. I know what's going on. And then you add, and baby, I would love for you to come if you want to.
Facts. A big part of trust is transparency. And what she's talking about is being proactive, which I 100% support. Nobody should have to play detective or be Inspector Gadget. Come forward. Don't just say, well, you could look at my location anytime you want. Say, this is where I'm going to be. This is the plan. Voluntarily come forward and be proactive about what's going on. That's how you build trust very quickly, and how you even rebuild it after it's been broken.
It's not a difference between the two. Honesty is the same thing as transparency. It's just another, you're trying to be deep when there's nothing to be deep about. If you're withholding information, you're not being honest. You're being deceitful. If you know in your mind, hey, they would want to know this, then you're being deceitful. That's the end of it. That's not honesty. That's not they're the same thing. I'm being transparent so you can see everything. That's what honesty is. Hey, I'm about to go here and meet with this person. If you know you're about to do something with that person, then you need to let them know as well, or else you're being deceitful. Full and total honesty. If not, you have something in your heart and in your mind that's not honest. It's not I mean, I know they do this to get paid. And I know they sit up and make layers to things that don't exist. And this is a good example of it. But it's no difference. She's a liar. This is something to kind of differentiate between lying. Well, I was honest with you, liar. You lied.
To the guy who flaked on me on our date, I just wanted to show you what I was going to bring to you. Now you're ghosting me last minute. So weird. So childish. So, I'm Latina. I got you some tacos. Really good. From my favorite tacos place. I made you some homemade horchata. Agua horchata. Because you said you liked that, and I made it. And some Mexican corn muffins with honey butter. Handmade. You know, let me know why you ghosted me. That's crazy. I already crashed out, you guys, but damn. You can only imagine how that shit feels. All you had to do is answer the phone. And I had everything planned out. Oh my god. It's okay, you guys. We thug through. Because you know why? Fuck this lover girl shit. I guess we had to go on our villain arc. I guess this shit is not worth it. This shit's not real. And there's the sign. Yeah, there you go. So, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Dug out.
I mean, he should not be ghosting you, that much is true. I think you're overdoing a little bit though.
I don't think most women understand this, and men correct me if I'm wrong, but a man would much rather date a woman who works as a waitress and makes no money but respects him, loves him, and supports him in the ways that he needs than a woman who works as a lawyer or a doctor, a boss babe who makes a bunch of money but doesn't respect him, doesn't give him any peace, is constantly nagging him, and does not support him in the ways that he needs. Men, tell me if I'm wrong.
You want to know what I find so funny? Modern women are so good with deflecting and not holding themselves accountable. But something that they do even better is literally always trying to bash a man when he decides to finally walk away, when he has finally reached that last straw. You have pushed him to that last straw because you just refuse to get with the program. He has had hundreds of conversations with you about the same thing, waiting for you to show up and approve, and you refuse to deal with the reality of what's coming out his mouth, and he finally decides to walk away. And as soon as he does, oh, here we go with the bashing. Here we go with the, oh, he ain't ish. Here we go with the, it was all his fault. He's to blame. He wasn't man enough. No. You just can't get with the program. You want a man, but you don't want to be led. You don't want to get with the program. Y'all women literally push men into other women's arms. Y'all push men into other women's arms, and then when they run into a woman, because you done pushed them out the house damn near, and now they run into another woman that is literally everything that they want, and they decide to settle down with that woman, now we're angry and we're bitter. No, you had your chance, love. You had your chance. Start fixing things and holding yourself accountable in the moment, not when your man is ready to leave. How about that?
A man hates to see me coming when he goes, yeah, I was unhappy in the relationship and she left me. And I go to them, okay, well, what did you do in order for her to leave? And he goes, I didn't do anything.
Nose ring detected. Nose ring detected. Scanning for anomalies. Nose ring detected. Nose ring detected. Scanning for anomalies. Anomalies found. Plenty of men have experienced women leaving them simply because they have found a man that quote-unquote does it better. There have also been plenty of married men who have done everything they can for their woman, yet at the end of the day are seen as lazy or not capable like other men that they would be compared to at her job. No one is saying that man cannot be at fault for the problems that happened within their relationship, but if women are leaving relationships more than men are, with complaints of simply just not being happy, one must also take into consideration that it is a good portion of the time the woman's fault. Not being able to take this into consideration is why your species isn't procreating.
I want a man with a 900 credit score. Yours is 200? I want a man that got it going on, that can read and pray for me. You don't pray for yourself. I want a man that can pray for me, Kim. You know most men don't pray loud. You do know that, right? You ready to divorce him because he don't pray out loud? But because we're walking around with this spirit of social media culture, they got a whole bunch of phony baloney people up there putting up these reels, going and acting like they at the beach with a Hermes bag that ain't even real. And now you hate your whole life. And when you begin to hate your life, you begin to live late. You don't show up for yourself. You don't show up for yourself. You don't show up for yourself. And when you don't show up for yourself and take care of yourself, you just deplete everybody around you. They can't even be in your presence because you wearing us out. Well, this is me, take it or leave it. We leaving it.
When she say phony baloney, now you know it's legit.
What you mean men cheat? Men do not cheat. He's not cheating. You said you wanted a guy with experience. That's what he's doing. He's getting the experience. Were you supposed to get it from a textbook? He coming home to you. Chill out.
Stop leaving the light on. If you're the last person to leave, turn it off. I can't see anything. It would help if the porch light was on.
Bailey, what does your husband even do? Me. Next question. I mean, it seems like you do everything inside and outside the house. What does he even do? It's called a job. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. My husband would never allow me to do yard work. Cool. I like to hang out with my husband when he gets home from work, so I like to try to do everything that I can possibly do without his help by myself, because I'm not sure if you know this, but I am an adult too, and I am more than capable of doing all of these things. I don't know, maybe I am just weird, but I really like to spend time with my husband. And if that means that I have to mow the lawn while he's at work because I'm at home with the kids, I will survive. And even if that means I have to teach myself how to do something so I can get it done while he's at work so I can spend more time with him once he's done with work, I'm gonna do it. Maybe it's a weird concept, but I actually married somebody that I truly enjoy. Some days he might aggravate the shit out of me, but most days I would literally crawl in that man's skin if I could, just to be closer to him. Anyways, that's what my husband does, and I do the things that I do so I can spend all of my spare time with him.
Acting like you don't want a man isn't going to make God send him faster.
Men will keep doing for other people what's appreciated. They need to be appreciated a lot. So much of what stops happening is because we expect them to do it, and so we think they don't deserve appreciation for doing something they just should do, so we don't appreciate them.
Wow. We stop saying thank you.
We stop being thank you. Honey, thank you. Thanks for doing that for me. And this is where we take so many things personally that aren't personal. Like single focus, we take personally. He's ignoring me. No, he's ignoring everything but what he's doing, and he didn't even have to do that. His brain did it for him. But so there's all these things we take personally, and then there's the things we don't take personally. That what they do for us, they do for us. What they
9 times out of 10, you mean to your husband and you don't even know it. And I bet you're like, girl, what are you talking about? How do I find out if I mean to him? Try to be nice. I triple dog dare you to be nice to him. Go rub his back. Give him a compliment. Tell him he did good on the grass. Just give him a random compliment. And if he is taken back, if he's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you touching on me? Whatever the case may be, if he's taken back by your response, that 9 times out of 10 means you're usually nasty. You're usually rude. Because you know what I realized? A lot of people are mean girls, even to their husbands, and don't even know it. And they don't even know how to find out if they're mean girls. And if you don't want to physically act like you're nice or feel like that's just being fake or all this other kind of stuff, I guarantee you ask. That's the other way you can find out. Simply just ask. Ask him and ask your kids and ask your sisters. Ask people who are close to you how they really feel about you. How do you really treat other people? How do I treat you? Am I kind to you? Just ask. And that's how you really would know. See, the problem is people don't want to ask because they really are afraid of the answer. Because if you really found out that the answer was you're pretty nasty, you're a one-upper, you're pretty mean, you're pretty sarcastic, then that would destroy the image on how you view yourself. And that's not what you want to do, because who wants to believe that they're mean to the people that they love? All right, bye. Okay, bye.